Welcome back everyone. As you may have seen, Samsung actually announced and kind of released their brand new Samsung Galaxy S20 lineup of device, which is the S20 FE, and it's the fan edition, and I already pre-ordered, so it's going to be coming in. Unfortunately, Samsung didn't send it to me, even though I literally talk about the products all the time and I compare and review all of them. They still don't want to send it out to the boy, which I guess is okay, but surprisingly, the Galaxy S20 FE is costing $699 to pick up, which in my opinion is an okay price. Like if it was like $599, I think that would have been better. You can pick up a Galaxy S20 on Amazon for less than that, so I don't know what they're trying to do. And you can even pick them up in the used market for even cheaper than what they're on Amazon. So it is what it is. If you want to pick up either of these ones, I'll leave the links down in the description. You can get them from there and help support the channel at the same time. Now starting off with the front panels, the Galaxy S20 FE is a little bit bigger in size than the Galaxy S20 as far as we can see. It has a 6.5 inch Super AMOLED display, where the Galaxy S20 had a 6.2 inch Dynamic AMOLED display. So a little bit difference in pricing right there. Now on top of that, the resolutions are also different. You're having a 1440p display on the S20, where on the FE we have a 1080p display. So the resolution is going to be better on the S20, and on the FE you kind of have this A51, A71 type of look to it. A little bit more boxier. It doesn't have like the supreme rounded corners like on the standard Galaxy S20. It's kind of more like the boxy ones we've seen on the A51 and A71. So I think that's a cool thing. I mean, I like it. I don't really hate it, but it is something to kind of keep in mind. Now, you do have the 120Hz refresh rate on both, which is really cool, and that's something I love seeing on these type of devices. And the fact that the S20 FE has it, that's, a lower price range kind of, is a really cool thing. Now, as far as we know, they're kind of built out of the same exact thing too. I'm pretty sure the back is glass on the FE. I could be wrong, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see. And you do have the newer kind of camera layout on the FE, where it's kind of more like the Note lineup, where the Galaxy S20 had that standard, I guess, S20 type of camera lens to it. And I actually do like it. I don't really think it looks bad. I think some people might not like it too much, but I actually don't mind it, and I think it looks better than not. So that kind of gets a thumbs up for me in my books too. They both have IP certification as well, which is really cool. And they both have microSD card slots as well. So I'm glad Samsung didn't really go super down dirty and totally ruin the FE and make it like a A51 type of device. And I'm glad they kind of made it like the S20 more or less. Now, software-wise, they're both going to be running the same exact software, and Samsung did say this phone is going to be getting 3 different versions of software, so that's going to be really impressive as well. So in terms of software, they're going to be pretty much exactly the same. In terms of performance, again, I guess I'll do a speed test and everything when I get them in-house. They both have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipsets, both of them have octa-core CPUs, both of them have Adreno 650 GPUs. The main difference in terms of performance, as far as I can tell, comes in the side of the RAM management. So the FE has a bottom tier 6GB of RAM option and a top tier 8GB of RAM option and a mid tier 8GB RAM option too, where the S20 only has that one 8GB of RAM option. So I'll probably say that the S20 may be the faster one, but maybe the FE could, pull some numbers here and there and make it a little bit better. We really don't know yet. I guess we're going to have to wait and see, but that is another pretty big thing to kind of keep in mind between both of them. So whenever I get them in-house, obviously I'll go ahead and compare them further. Now, in terms of the camera setup, both of them have triple camera setups on the back. The S20 has a 12 megapixel wide, 64 megapixel telephoto, and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor, where the Galaxy S20 FE has a 12 megapixel wide, 8 megapixel telephoto, and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide. So I'm going to be really curious to see what the differences are between these cameras. Now, you do have the ability of shooting 8K on the S20, where you were only tapped out at 4K on the FE. So I guess we'll see which one is the better one. I mean, probably the S20 is going to be the better one over the FE because it's more expensive. It kind of has to be. I doubt Samsung would put, cheap, better parts in a cheaper device, but I could be wrong, I guess we'll wait and see what happens in the future. 10 megapixel sensor on the S20 on the front, 32 megapixel sensor on the FE, and chances are the S20 is probably going to have the better one, even though it's a higher megapixel count on the FE. Every time we've seen that happen, it's usually the vice versa effect. So, and ending it off with the battery life, you actually have a 4,000 mAh battery on the S20, where on the FE we have a 4,500 mAh battery. So that's actually pretty funny. I don't know why they would do that. Put a bigger size battery on a cheaper device, but I think that's a really cool thing too. So the S20 FE may actually be the more superior one in a way over the standard S20 in a couple of areas when it comes down to the battery life, maybe the size in hand, but really the S20 is going to be the better one when you come down to it, probably in every single category maybe. But once I get them in-house, I'll go ahead and test them further. So that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.